All right, we have a 2018 Nissan Frontier. We are going to check and change the spark plugs. Okay, this is a 4-cylinder, so you got your first spark plug right here. But the other 3 are under the manifold. So we got to take the manifold off. So we're going to videotape some steps. Got to take it off here, take this off. There's some bolts up under here. Then we're going to lift it off. Should be able to move it out of the way without unhooking any of the hoses. Probably have to unplug a few things. So here we go. So I just took the air filter out. That pops off. I suppose I could leave it here out of the way, but I want to get it completely out of the way. There's 2 bolts there. There's a bolt there I'm going to get with a 10 mil, and then there's another bolt over here behind it that I took out. So we're going to just get that air box completely out of the way. And there it is. The whole air box just lifts right out. Now you have all this room to work. All right, so this isn't very easy, I'll be honest. There's a bolt right there. Oh, sorry. Right there where my socket is. There's one on the opposing side. Those are the 2 studs coming out. Then there's 3 bolts that we haven't gotten to yet. One is going to be right here going straight in a little high, and the other 2 are going to be here and here a little lower. You can't see them. The one over here on the other end you can't see either, so you're going to be doing it all blind. You can feel them, just can't see them. So I got 2 out, 3 to go. Okay, so it took 2 of us. There's one of the bolts, the center bolt, you have to kind of reach in blindly with the long extension, and then my son here saw it on the other side and guided it in onto the bolt. So show over here. So now I got the extension right here, the center one. So we're going to take that out right now. Turn off. Okay, so we're working on the last 2. We got the center one. The bolt's still in there. The bottom one is on just to the left of center, and the right is right here, just to the right of center. I already got this one out, so we're getting the last one right here. Let me warn you, these freaking bolts are tight. They're in there. So don't crack your knuckles. It's gonna break free and fly. So let me get this one out, and then we'll show you. We'll get this intake manifold off. All right. Okay. All right. So we got the bolts out. Make sure you unplug this down here, and we loosen up these. So we're gonna pull this off and this off here. So this can just lay here like that. Matter of fact, if I wanted to, I can move it further, but for now we're just going to leave it like that because this is going to come up this way. So the top center bolt had a problem coming out, so we got a magnet and we fished it out with a magnet. There we go. So after we fish that out, all the bolts are off. They're all here. You're going to have 3 long bolts like this. Wow, what's up with this? Oh, it's just a dark bolt. Okay, so the dark bolt goes in the center. Dark bolt center, the 2 chrome bolts on the ends, and then the 2 nuts are on the top ends holding that manifold on. So now there's a bolt right there. Right there. We got to take that bolt off so the throttle body can swing up. So here we go. Okay, so everything we think is loose. So it's on the studs. We got to pull it this way off the studs. And it's pretty long. Wow. Okay. It's hitting over there and not letting. Is it coming off the stud? Where's my flashlight? All right, kill that one right there. All right, so the top of that bracket on the throttle body, there's a bolt right there he's taking off. We got to take off that bolt because the bracket going down is getting in the way when we're trying to slide it off the bolts. So we're going to take that off right now. We took off the bracket holding the throttle body. So we're hoping that's enough for it to slide off these bolts. Otherwise, we're going to have to take off more stuff. So let me give it an attempt here. So we're going to pull it this way, Oh, yep, that was enough to get it off the bolts. Okay, so we're still kind of caught here on something. So I got to figure out what. And we're almost there. So, there we go. It's coming up a little bit. I think there's some cords or something holding us. All right, so we'll come back in a second. All right, so we pulled it up enough to where we think we can reach those 3 spark plugs. The 4th one over here on the end you can do without taking this off. We should have done that first, but that's okay. We're gonna knock these 3 out right now. All we did was pull it up enough without tweaking any of the lines, and we just bungee corded to the hood prop right here. And you see everything's still connected. I mean, we unplugged a few things, but I think we're gonna be good right there. That's gonna give us enough room to get in and change these 3 plugs. What a nightmare. Okay, so we can reach the 10 mil to get all 3 coil packs off, and these lift right off. So, very nice. So we're gonna change these 3, put them back, and then reverse the process. So there's the old plugs with 96,000 miles on them. About due. They say every 105,000, but why not a little early? Okay, so we changed the plugs, did all 4, and we made sure the gasket was clean up under here and still in place, proper positioning. Cleaned it up. I grabbed an alcohol wipe and went and cleaned the injectors. You see the injectors poking out right there. Just gave those a quick cleaning. Not that I don't know if that would make much difference. And then cleaned the surface there for the intake. And then I went ahead, since I have access to the intake valves, I sprayed some intake valve cleaner right on top of those valves. So in the time it takes us to assemble it, doesn't soak in and break up some of the deposits or whatnot. All right, so now we're just gonna reverse the process and try to get this thing back. All we did was lower it down, and you gotta bring it more this way so it goes over the 2 studs that sit on top, and once it lips over those studs, it slides back that way. Pretty simple. Now we just gotta put the 5 bolts back in on this side, the 2 bolts for holding the bracket holding the throttle body still. All right, so this is the top center bolt, and you can't see. You gotta kind of go in blind. You can kind of see from the backside if you have another person helping you to shine a light in there and tell you if you're on track. But so this bolt doesn't fall out. I have this black sticky stuff called butyl tape, and you just kind of stick it on the socket here, and then the bolt won't fall out. So if you have something like that, and it never dries, it's just sticky. So if you have something like that to help you out, that'd be great. So we're gonna go and put this in. We got it back in. Those 5 bolts were fun, definitely fun. Working blind on 4 of them, basically. We got those back in. We plugged this back in, plugged this back in. We're gonna put this pipe back on. I took this occasion to clean the throttle body since it was off. So go ahead and do that if you're smart. We did the bracket. It was kind of tough. There's a bracket holding that throttle body down there. We got that back on. So we're just going to put that hose back on, air cleaner back on, and see if she starts. Okay, we got it all back together. Got the filter in, put these bolts back in, bolts holding the part over there. Pretty simple. All right, so it's gonna be rough starting only because I sprayed the top engine cleaner on there and throttle body cleaner. But he's gonna go ahead and turn her over. Hey, started a lot faster than I thought. All right, oh yeah, see there's that intake cleaner I sprayed on there burning out. Nice. All right, so there you go, guys. That's how you change spark plugs on a 2018 Nissan Frontier 4-cylinder. Lots of fun.